I find 10k the ugliest distance to run.
Ooh, you're doing 6, I'm doing 10.
Do you know what I am loving for my 10ks at the moment? And this is quite controversial.
We can have a round of applause for that, Dan. Well done.
Thanks, mate. Well, if they can't do it, what can you do? Your body like shuts you down. It's like, no, I'm hot. Of course I can run slower. Like, it's slower.
You can imagine a car when its wheels start falling off.
Yep.
So obviously we're going to filter next week's episode into triathlon training and some specifics. You've got lots of people itching with questions to learn more. What is your beef with peanut butter? What is it? Why do you hate it? Dan, lovely to see you, mate. It actually feels like this week I've not seen you as much as I normally
Oh my God,
do.
I'm so glad you said that.
Because
people won't know that we filmed 2 in one go, though,
that's
will
what
they?
I mean.
Yeah. That's so weird.
Behind the curtain.
I feel quite disconnected from the show.
I
That's
thought,
so sad.
see, I thought you were going to say me.
No, well, and yeah, like the whole process.
Thanks, mate.
Like, because we were doing it like week on week on week, and then we just had to do 2 in 1, and then now I'm like,
2-week gap feels weird.
It feels like I've missed it, and you love something if you miss it.
Perfect. So we'll keep it up. We're on episode 5 this week,
yeah.
and I'm loving it as much as ever. So this week we're going to focus on a sort of 10k race prep, how to sort of smash a PB, all the things that make a 10k a better experience for you, essentially building on from what we talked about for the 5k last week and just interacting with all the differences.
I will know. I find 10k the ugliest distance to run.
Oh, okay.
I find it the most gruesome.
Should we start there then? So
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Why is 10k?
So 5k,
Yeah.
it's short, isn't it? I mean, it's short for an endurance athlete, and we are endurance athletes. I mean, people out there might not be, and they might be coming from a mile or 1,500 metres on the track, and then they're moving into 5k. But I would imagine the majority of our listeners are classed as endurance runners. So 5k, they don't like it because it's over so quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't necessarily always want to do a 5k.
Yes.
But it is over quick. So part run, do it. Before you know it, it's over. So a bit of pain, done. But 10k, like, it's just, it's right on the rivet of your actual threshold. It's probably realistically the same pace you could probably hold for an hour.
Okay.
Correctly, if that makes sense. Because if you're doing a half marathon, you've got to go slower normally. It's very rare that, because like elite athletes are doing a half marathon in an hour.
Yes.
Yes.
What is the road record? 56?
Yeah, it's nuts. 50. It might be 58.
Okay.
We need to do this again. We should be more prepped. 50, yeah, it's sub hour basically.
Yes.
For a half marathon. I mean, that is just literally processing that is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Not relatable to me at all.
I don't think it's relatable to many of us, to be completely honest.
You're not that far away though.
I am far enough away to not. It's like,
what's your PB?
I don't really have like a half marathon
because
PB.
you don't do races.
No,
you just pace other people.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah,
Let's get down on the race course. Half marathon and marathon.
What would I like to do? What would I like to do one in? Oh, like low teens, like 72, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technically not a teen, is it? Because 112 was not a teen.
Well, yeah, it's 12, isn't it? Yeah.
Is that a teen?
Oh, an hour and 12.
Hour 13 would it be a teen? Is that?
Oh, yeah.
Are we in?
Do you not? Yeah, yeah.
Can we have this debate in the comments where is 12 a teen? I'm pretty sure you're wrong, Dan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's wrong. You know what I mean? In there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, 13, yeah, something like that. Anyway, yeah, so back to 10K.
Yes.
So you are effectively, you can't go out as fast as a 5K yet. A lot of people do.
Okay.
It's very common for a lot of people to do a 10K.
And that's a mistake?
Oh, massively, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
okay.
hugely.
I want to talk about all that in more detail.
Yeah, but so then I would just say you are like, I'm always hanging on for a 10K. It's always that last mile that's really hurts.
Okay.
I would say until lately when I've learned to really pace it. And I would say the biggest key is pacing the middle few miles.
Yeah, the same with most races. It's kind of trying to find a balance in the middle. You talked about 5K, hot, settle, empty.
But
similar.
That's easier to do in a 5K. Yeah, and it's easier to do in a half because you've almost got more room for manoeuvre. Whereas a 10K, if you go too slow for too long, you ain't going to make it up.
Yeah. When we're talking, when you're working out your paces, I did this for myself recently because I've got the Worcester 10K coming up.
10K, yeah.
I would love to run it at a pace that would be comfortable for the first 5, but then I'd have to break a world record to kind of get back on pace in the second half, which obviously is not going to happen.
No, you'd have to run like 30-minute pace to get to where you want to get. Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
Worcester 10K is great. Actually, I might be doing a little bit with Hereford and Worcester Radio or something. The physio passed on a for stuff like this. Actually, prepping for the race.
Okay.
Because it is only a month away. It's a big race, isn't it? It's the biggest thing in Worcester. I mean, this is little town syndrome here.
It's a big deal for anyone racing.
But how many do it? Like thousands?
So the half marathon sold out, and the 10K I'm pretty sure is close to selling out.
It's up to about 5,000 people in total,
I think
isn't
it was
Yeah,
last
which
year.
is quite a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to be selling that. You can make some money. But yeah, so got to go out hot with the 10K, but you can't go too hot because you're going to hurt. Then that middle section, I mean, this could be related to any people could be going, it's the same for any race. And we've said that. It is and it isn't, because you're going to go out hot, but then you can't go out too hot, and then you got to settle, but it's still not like settling.
Because your heart rate's going to be zone 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
realistically. And then you got to push for the end, because what's very common is people go out too hot and then they survive the last bit. That's very common for a 10K.
Yes.
Very common. Very, very common, in fact.
So you think that's the wrong tactic?
Oh, it always is. You can't. Running a negative split is always faster.
One of my questions today was going to be, would you negative split
Yeah,
the 10K?
I would, yeah. I mean, a 5K, you can almost get away with it a little bit more. I mean, I imagine...
Because it's going to be fairly consistent pace.
Yeah, yeah. If you want to really go for like a PB or
Yeah.
something, you can almost get away with going out a little bit hard and surviving, because you just like your body would. It depends how trained you are. Obviously, you might not. This is all very, very personal to people, because people will be like, "Oh, well, I do this and I do that, and that's fine."
Is it different when you talk to your athletes? Is there I think we've talked about this before, but you've almost got different athletes that would benefit from different strategies.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Okay, and how can you identify the right one for
me
you?
as a coach? I've evolved a little bit. I would always say negative split.
Okay.
But actually, some people really struggle with a negative split. So if a coach gives you advice that you're going to struggle with instantly and you just can't do it, then, well, it depends on the coach. You got to be adaptable to the athlete, haven't you?
Yeah.
Well, if they can't do it, what can you do, and how can we use that to make you as efficient and as fast as you can be, instead of saying no, just negative split. Yeah, but I don't enjoy, like, people. I have conversations with people who say they can't like go through the gears in a race. They find it really hard.
Yeah. You and I have had that conversation.
Yeah,
in a long race for me.
Yeah,
So-
like it just doesn't happen. Whereas it comes with practice. I mean, it's like building into sessions and building through reps. But a lot of people who do like sessions, I'd say it's quite a high proportion of people. Their first couple of reps are the fastest.
You just feel fresh.
Yeah, you
heart
feel
rate's the
fresh. Yeah,
lowest.
no, you feel fresh, and actually, why not utilize that? Because so it works for some people.
Yeah.
I am a negative split everything, because I think it may be because I have more endurance. I have way more type 1 fibers because I'm doing longer things. So actually going out slower eases my body into it, and then I get faster. And that's probably the same with the highest level athletes. Think of all the miles they do. They're solely, they are good, really big high percentages of type 1 fibers. So they are very trained, very aerobic. So if they go out really hard, your body like shuts you down. It's like, we can't do this.
Okay.
We can't sustain this pace. If you go out at like, I don't know, let's just say an elite athlete, they go out at like 4:30 pace. And it's like...
For the mile?
Yeah. No. This is for like 10K.
Okay.
Yeah, per mile.
Per mile.
Yeah, per mile. So they go out at 4:30. And then their body's like, whoa, we're not here yet. And it will just shut you down if it gets to a
But
point.
they can build into it. I find that really interesting.
Yeah, or they go out. Or they go out at 4:50, and then they build, and then they end up. Your body will open up, nerve endings will open up, pathways will open up. You'll be able to oxygenate your muscles a little bit more because your body is comfortable. It won't go into a panic, and you'll just ease into it.
And so the experience that you and I have had is where if I do a long distance race, I can get into a rhythm and a gear, but then I really struggle to go up another gear. Whereas if I'd started in a higher gear, I'd be able to maintain that higher gear for more often of that race.
Yeah, but is that a pain thing as well? Like you quite enjoy pain?
I don't know. I think the experience is if I do a certain pace, let's say it's 4:20, I'll hold that. But if I start at 4:40, try and get to 4:20, that hurts.
Yeah, like you don't want to go down.
Definitely not.
So there is a theory, and it's based on heat as well, and all sorts of things like that. It's basically like it's never actually it's not the pace. Like you could do 420 K pace, I say. You can do that. But it's the change of pace that your mind goes, no, I can't do this. Yeah. Like, at the moment, it's really hot in the UK. Brilliant. Love it. I'm a big fan. Sorry, everyone. I love this.
It's great until it's like 10 p.m. trying to sleep.
No, I don't care. I'm good. Okay. I enjoy this. This I shine here. In the winter, I suffer. I hate the winter. Oh, these podcasts will be interesting in the winter.
Yeah.
So, literally, it's not the fact that it's hot outside. It's the fact that in the UK, you do not get chance to acclimatise. It goes from 15 to 24 overnight.
Yes.
So there's a 10 degree or 9 degree discrepancy there. And actually, you haven't had any time to adjust. So you wake up and it's boiling. Yes. So your body is like, I'm hot.
It's in
I'm
shock.
hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. And it's the same with pace. You go from 450k pace. And I'm saying, let's descend down, but you want to go too quick. So your body goes, we can't do this, we can't do this, we can't do this. But actually, you were enjoying the pain at 450, or the pace, or the rhythm. But then when you go down, and truthfully, you change pace, and it becomes very uncomfortable for the first minute.
It feels like a panic attack.
Yes, it feels like a panic attack.
It does.
Because you can't sustain it. It is a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Like, your body is panicking. Like, but then after the first few minutes, it goes, oh, we're okay. And it's trusting that.
Yeah.
And that takes practice. But
would you say then somebody that's got more type 2 naturally is going to not benefit from negative split as much?
I'd say it's probably someone who's trained more.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone who's...
So this might change for people that, like me, relate to...
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
The hot hold is better than build. That might change over time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people get PBs from hot and hold. So they'll be like, I don't want someone to listen to this podcast where I go out hot. And I always get a PB.
Dan, I don't want to break your heart, but I'm going out hot.
He's going out hot, everybody.
You can give me advice on negative split.
Well, he's going out hot.
I'm going out hot based on all of our training.
It's how hot you go.
Okay, so we haven't agreed on a target time.
No, not yet.
And we're not going to talk about that today.
No, you still got 3-4 weeks of training, so there's no point.
But essentially, at a pace where just above. When we talk about pace, when I say just above, that's slower. Just under is faster. Is that different for you?
Yeah.
So just above my 5k pace.
Yeah.
Is what I'm planning to do for the first 5.
Yeah.
And then
for the first 5k.
So a pace that I know I could easily run a 5k at.
Yes.
Because it's about 15 seconds per kilometre. You're just nasty. No, but basically a pace.
Someone out there is thinking I run my 5Ks in 30 minutes. I'm sorry for that. I don't mean it's not meant to be mean.
But he was being mean to me, just to be clear. But yeah, just a pace that I know I could go and run now, 5K, which would be a really solid time.
Yeah.
Because that extra 5% makes all the difference.
Yeah.
So it's that, and then knowing that I've got a buffer then, because actually if I slip 15 seconds per kilometre off, which is possible.
You're quite happy to...
And then I'll know that in the last 2K, I will just happily die on that line.
So the thing is though, so what you're describing to me is you already know you can run that 5K at that pace.
Mm-hmm.
So your brain is instantly saying, well, that'd be easy. It's actually not to do with the pace, really. It's to do with the comfortable thought of it. So instantly you're like, well, I can run that because I can run a 5K, but I'm just taking a bit off it. So that's easy.
Yes.
And then you're like, well, then I'll just suffer for the last 5K. So actually it's like the pacing is irrelevant. It's actually, you're going to be comfortable with running slower. Running slower than a 5K. Like instantly, it's a psychological thing, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm running slower.
Yeah.
I'm running slower than my 5. Oh, I can run slower. I can definitely run slower. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like, of course I can run slower. Like it's slower. So instantly, you're like, it's quite chill. Yeah, I'm going to run slower.
And then you've only got 5K left.
And then you've got 5K left, so I can run a 5K.
But even if I drop that next 5K by 10 further seconds,
you're
still a massive 10K.
And then you're like, well, that's even slower. I can run even slower. Do you get what I mean? Yeah. So actually what you're saying is I'm going to run slower and slower. Well, as in my brain, if I was to do a 10K, it would be like, okay, I go out a little bit hot with the group because you get this like pull. And then effectively I'll look at my target pace and I'll be like, okay, well, I want to be underneath my target pace by a touch.
Just for contingency?
No, as in underneath. Sorry, I want to be slower.
Okay.
So like, let's just use, this isn't my target pace, let's use 7-minute miling. So I go out with the group and I'm running 6:30s because I'm running that for like a K because they're all together, everyone's together and I'm going out. So it's like a few minutes at that pace.
Okay.
And then I go, well, I've gained a little bit of cheeky time there. Now my target's 7-minute miling, so I'm going to go 7:10s.
Yeah.
From, let's say, a mile. So then there's like, let's say 4 mile left-ish, just over. And then, okay, then I'll hit 7s. This is my goal pace. I'll do that for 2 or 3 mile. Well, I can run my goal pace because it's not my PB pace. I've got that. Like, that's my pace. Like, I can run this pace because it's what my previous PB was. So I've not got any slower. So I can run this pace. And then the last 2 mile is what can I bank for the finish?
That's the bit I don't have.
Yeah,
that's the bit that
you don't have the screws. You can't turn the screw, as we say.
You know, you can imagine a car when its wheels start falling off.
Yeah. But
that's
no,
the difference.
pacing is very individual. You're right, but I do believe that literally any world record that's ever been set has been done with a negative split.
Okay.
But that, like we said, that is with very trained athletes.
It's people that can train an awful lot.
Yeah, and they need that time almost to warm into it. But also they are very confident in their ability and their capabilities. So it does come down to training. Like, it's how do you build in training? Like, let's say you might go to the track and you might do 8 1Ks and you could almost replicate the race, and it's starting off a bit slower and building through those Ks because your body will always open up more to finishing faster.
Okay.
If you don't go out fast. If you go out fast, what tends to happen is your body wants to shut you down a little bit.
Yes.
But even you've said for your 10K, you're not going to go out that fast. You're going to go out slower than your 5K pace. So
I know that 5K
which
pace,
realistically is probably about in and around where your 10K pace is kind of anyway.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to... So I think the biggest value we can get out today is basically for listeners, how do they work closer towards being that confident negative split athlete?
Yeah.
So, and I suppose the question I've got for you is, what's that fundamental training difference then between the 5 and 10?
Yeah, okay.
To get you that confident
Yeah,
race day?
to gain the confidence, it's replicating what you want to do on the day. So you might do, I don't know, you could go to, you do some miles. Let's just take a session.
But we talked about, you could really do a 5K every week to train for a 5K. I wouldn't recommend doing an all-out 10K every week, right?
No, that's a good point, actually. The part run scenario. Yeah,
so
no,
you can't do the same testing.
No, you can't. You can't do that 5K to almost become comfortable with the distance. No, you'd almost have to break it down in training a little bit more.
Okay.
Like replicate it in training because you don't want that stress on your body. Because running a 10K is going to be higher stress.
Yeah.
It's double the distance.
Double the distance at the same intensity.
Yeah, like in that top zone. Yeah, it might be a touch less intensity. It is a touch less, but then if you double it, it's the same intensity,
That's
if
right.
not more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's basically, how can we create a sustainable training program for listeners so they can get to their best 10K, which is moving towards that negative split?
Yeah. So realistically, it's going to be slightly longer reps than for a 5K.
So we did 3-4 minutes or a K reps.
Yeah, we talk about that, but obviously, actually, I guess we didn't. Did we say how many? Probably don't know if we said. We probably did say how many. Like if you're doing a 5K, realistically, you probably don't really need to do more than five hard 1K reps. You don't really need to go above that.
Okay.
You can just keep the intensity, and intensity alone is hard for the body to adapt to. So you need more rest. So there's no point doing more. But with a 10K, you do need more. You don't need more, but it depends on what you're trying to achieve and who you are.
Remember, Dan, you've got to stick to these answers, mate.
So, like, yeah, be more
Commit,
decisive.
Dan.
So, in terms of, like, people can still access a 10K by doing 5 1Ks. You know, I do track sessions, and not everybody does all the amount that I set. You know, so there are people out there who don't need to do all of these reps, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But, realistically, if you are doing a 10K, you need more training volume.
Okay.
Because it's a longer race.
I think the question that I know I've asked you, but I'm certain other athletes will have asked you, is it's almost like, have I had enough experience at that threshold to build tolerance?
Yeah,
That's
to like understand like the pain for the
the length of time.
I mean, realistically, like a classic session is like 6 by a mile because it's 10K. So
you're doing 6, I'm doing 10. These inside jokes, you do have to watch every episode, guys. I'm really sorry.
Through, but or you do something like 10 by K. Now, truthfully, 10 by K is probably less impact on the body. Depends on the speed, obviously, but if you're doing a mile, it's a longer rep, so it's more intensity.
So there's probably benefits to both. So try.
Oh, benefits to both, for
try
definitely.
both. Do you think then you go faster on the session? So each kilometre or mile, is it faster than game day recommended pace?
It depends what you want to. So if we want to do that pacing element, no, you do the pacing.
Exactly the pace you want to nail.
Yeah, so like start
even though
off,
you're going to have rest.
So you do, yeah, even though you're having rest, because actually you're teaching your body to progress.
Okay.
Whereas actually, so then this is how the same session can be different sessions. So let's say we do 8 by a K.
Yep.
We do 2 slower, 4 the same as 10K PB pace and 2 underneath. You're having a minute in between. So there's a rest, focus, keep the quality, and you're teaching your body to move through the paces. Or you could do the same session and you could do 8 1Ks and they could be all sub 10K pace. Now, I think one thing that people get mixed up a little bit is going so much faster.
Okay.
Because let's just say your goal 10K pace is 40 minutes, 4 minutes a K. But people can run they could do 8 by a K at like 3:40, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, let's say they can do that. But then on the day, they can't quite do the 40 minutes. Why? Well, could be that your training intensity is too high. And it could be that you're not actually adapting from it.
You're better off doing...
Like 350, like 10 minutes.
355 even maybe.
Yeah. Just teaching your body to be faster.
Okay.
And actually then you will recover quicker and it means you can run tomorrow again. Whereas actually the session that's faster might mean you have to have 2 days off and then you've got to have 2 long off and you can't get that training stimulus.
Yeah.
Back
to your key point, recovery is everything.
Recovery is key.
Yeah.
Get on the A1. Jordan at the moment, one of the so a recent purchaser of A1 is like the number one video at the moment.
Ambassador of A1.
And he fits really good aircon units as well, which is very applicable at the moment.
Did he ask you to plug that on?
No, he didn't. I just know it's new.
Perfect. Well, that's on the podcast. If you need an AC unit fitted, Jordan's your man.
Jordan's your man.
If you comment on the video, Jordan, people will know who you are.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's how can you train enough to then recover?
That's always the nervousness in my mind.
Yeah.
Get enough intensity.
Get enough intensity, but not too much intensity.
That you damage.
Yeah. So it could be that you do a session like that a week, and then it could be another session where you just focus on speed just to get your body used to running faster. But it depends on the goal. You know, there's no point doing, 10 by 400 at like max pace with a big rest. It depends on where you are in your training cycles.
Doesn't feel very applicable.
No.
And so the same applies though to everything we've talked about in previous episodes about Vo2 Max and all that training. So all those reps remain the same importance. So like you said, 8 by 1K, hill reps, strength and conditioning, all that.
All that blends into, like us talking about this K session or 1 mile session isn't the only thing, is it? It's the hill reps that build the strength.
Difference though, isn't it?
Yeah, they're the sessions that are the key sessions.
Okay.
But then the problem is people tend to only focus on the key. You know, you're searching the internet for that silver bullet.
That's basically what people are watching this podcast hoping for.
That silver bullet, yeah.
I've sort of promised it to them as well, so don't let me down.
The silver bullet is 8 by K.
8 by K. There you go. You heard it here first.
Just underneath race pace.
That's the soundbite, guys. That's all you need.
That's it. Off the shortest rest possible.
And so would you stagger the rest? So
you can, yeah. There's nothing wrong with I'm quite regimented when I put rests in and stuff for people.
60 seconds.
60, 90 seconds. Keep the quality. Depends on how many you're doing. Quality is really important. But quality, if you do quality, then you can normally do more volume. So you might find that you end up doing 10 by K because you've had slightly longer rest in between. So you are almost doing the whole session, if that makes sense. So you're actually doing the exact what's on race day, and if that's in your head and you can refer yourself back to that, you'll arrive on race day going, well, I can do it with rest, but I'm fresh now. That was during a training week.
That was going to be my question. Do you think there are people out there that are going to benefit from just being, I have done all this volume in training? So if you do 8, you're like, oh, can I do 10? But if you do 10,
it's a good mental thing, isn't it?
Mentally on the day.
Mentally, it's a thing.
It would help me.
Yeah. You're like, I guess you are a good example because you always like those reference points. If I can do this, that means I can do that.
Yeah.
And it's confidence, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Yeah. I mean, we also, we're all the same. But the more experienced athlete doesn't need it as much.
Do you remember the early conversations we had where we would talk about your confidence in me doing something, and I'd push back and say, I've never done it, Dan, and it's easy for you to say it's going to happen because you've done it, and actually now I've done
And then
certain
it did
things,
happen. Yeah.
I do have that confidence. So it is about trusting that, and then you will get over that hill of,
Yeah.
okay, I have done it.
It's that trust the process.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's cliche, but
yeah.
it's important.
It is, yeah. But then people who are on runner and stuff are probably less confident because who are they talking to?
Yeah, I do think having you and the dialogue and the professional coach relationship has helped massively, because the same way I might talk to a GP if I've got a health concern that I could
don't
probably
talk
find.
to me about them.
No, I won't. But if you could Google
I
something,
mean, you can if you want, but like,
how much do you charge?
Yeah.
But you Google something, you can probably get the same information. But having a GP confirm that information is much more valuable. And the same for you. An app versus a Dan.
Yeah.
There's a ton of value.
And we're not slating on apps. It's not, apps are great and they work for people.
Very accessible.
Yeah, very accessible, and they get you to where you want to be. But yeah, it's for someone like yourself who's lacking in a bit of confidence. A coach almost becomes even more important.
You're like my Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah.
That's our joke, isn't
That
it?
is, yeah, a little bit.
When you get,
But even the Karate Kid had a coach, and look at what he did. He kicked ass.
he was a fictional character, Dan, but I believe.
No, you're not seeing Cobra Kai.
Oh God! I actually, at the beginning of this episode today, I wanted to impress people because we never do our homework, by the way. And we were talking 10K today.
Yeah. Oh, you've been doing it.
I did the homework.
You did the homework.
But we didn't talk about it at the beginning. I do want to skip back so people can build confidence in us that we are listening and getting better.
Okay.
So I've got, and we can do a test on you, and I appreciate I've researched this. You have no idea necessarily.
God. Yeah.
But I've got the 10K world record.
It's broken recently. No,
I don't think so.
No, a European one got broke recently, didn't it?
A European record?
Yeah.
I don't know the European record. I've only got world record.
I think a French guy got it.
Bonus point if you get it.
I don't know the time. I think it was crazy fast. It was on the road.
Well, if you say it's less than this world record, you're going to be wrong, aren't you? So
no. Like, it depends is this track or road?
Track.
See, track's fast.
Of course it is.
Like 23?
Oh, no.
No, not that fast.
No. I mean, I love your confidence. So the 10K world record for
not
men.
23, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's faster than
26.
Oh,
yeah, 26 on the track, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the guy on the road might have done 27.
Okay.
But anyway, 26:14.
11.
Oh,
Joshua Cheptegei.
Yeah, sound.
What a legend. 26:11. Only, I mean, I can't do 10K in that. I can't do
5K.
5K. Well,
You can.
I can actually, yeah. But no, so for a lot of people, that's a 5K race.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's doing 10K.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
26.
What's the per kilometre pace for that?
26 per K.
Maths.
Yeah. 22?
37.
37. Oh, too fast.
We talked about your all-out 1K. That's probably where it is, right? Give it.
No.
You could do one of those, Dan.
Good not.
If we got people to
2
film
minutes.
What, for 1K? 2:37. 2:45 we think we guessed.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Beatrice Chibet holds the world record for women. Want to have a guess?
28.
Yes.
54.
Yes. 1 point for Dan. We are 5 episodes in. Dan, we can have a round of applause for that, Dan. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Okay. They'll be proud of you for that.
They will, yeah. I'm proud of myself.
Again, there's a little difference in that, but again, that's about an extra kilometre for the men, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an interesting topic, males to females.
Yeah,
it's not hating on any of the females out there or any of the men out there. I just always find that like the disparity in times always it's an interesting little crossover.
What brought to light for me the difference between kind of male track athletes and female track athletes is when you see the mixed relay. Obviously, because you can choose when women and men are staggered around, and
it's different, isn't it?
And there was a Polish team that were well in the lead because the men had gone first, and then the American man just went past at the end.
Yeah,
and you just see the biomechanical difference.
Yeah, and it's power. It's that power.
Yeah,
that
and it's why
power. Yeah,
you have the disciplines for men and women because it makes it fair.
Yeah.
So, I do want to get on record, Dan, for everybody listening. Your PB for 10K.
Oh,
I basically want to caveat that with.
Do you know it?
I'm gonna have a guess, and that was.
It's online. You could have gone on Power 10. Power 10 is that's a website for you, so you can literally find any person who's registered with the club.
Okay.
I think it's any person.
I don't think I would be on there, Dan.
No, I think you are, because you've done Worcester. Like, if you've done an official event, it's like 90% of events, even more maybe, are on there.
Give us the name of the app again, or the website.
The Power of 10.
The Power of 10. Go and check the receipts. If your mate says he's done a sub-hour half marathon, go and check it out.
Yeah.
I will have a guess at yours, but again, I know you like to kind of, stroke your own ego when you're on these shows and sort of plug when you win when you win races. So I'd give you the opportunity, really. But if you want me to have a guess, I can have a guess.
You can have a guess. Have a guess. Oh, you're probably going to guess something fast now.
So if I had to guess your 10k PB, Dan, I would say it would be 32, 34.
Oh, it's very close.
Is it?
Yeah, it is very close, yeah. 32. It's like 32.50 something.
Oh, I've given you 15 seconds off
there. Yeah, you made me too fast. Yeah.
So a nod of confidence, Dan.
Telford, on a horrendously rainy, minging day when I felt terrible.
Is that your way of saying you could go on faster?
I definitely can go faster.
Why have you not?
I've just never done one.
The theme, Dan.
I know. I need to do one, really.
You kind of focus on.
It doesn't really link with Ironman very well.
The training's profoundly different.
Very different. So, like, I did just do a recent one and it went pretty well. So, like, that was more for fun.
10k.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Evesham.
And time was
33, like 06 or 09.
So we're talking like 20 seconds difference
on a lumpier course as well.
It's always a bit of a
yeah. You got to tell everyone the reason. No, but like genuinely, I probably am in a bet. That was a couple of years ago, and just because my volume of training has increased because of just life and Ironman training, so my Vo2 Max has incrementally increased.
Okay,
like just as a byproduct of more training. And that has probably meant it's really like Vo2 Max is very important for 10k. Very important.
You've got to have that capacity to hold speed.
Yeah, literally that. And to just utilize oxygen.
So could we get a PB out of Dan in 2026?
A 10k PB? Yeah. Yes, because I'm actually going to go to shorter events towards the end of next year.
Okay.
So yeah, 100%.
Keep
listening. 21 episodes we've got to get to.
Comment what you think Dan will get in 2026.
And we'll try and hold that together.
So 32.50 is currently the PB.
55 or something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So just under 33 is the current PB. Where are you going to be? What I would like to know, and this will help listeners maybe, is where was your first 10k? Where did you come from?
Oh, Pitchcroft, Worcester.
Worcester 10k. After how much training? You've been running for how many years at this point?
Not too long, probably 2 or 3 years. Okay. Yeah, that's good. It was like 40 minutes.
40.
Yeah.
So your starting point was 40.
Yeah.
You're an alien, Dan.
Yeah. It's 40 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a guess what my starting point was?
I reckon yours was 52.
I don't know, but it was 50 something.
Okay.
I remember my wife's stepdad said he wanted to do it in 60 minutes, and I was like, I'll make sure I beat him. Yeah. So 50 anything's fine. And so I've never done it more than 50 something minutes, basically.
I think an hour is a bit of a benchmark. 40 minutes is a bit of a benchmark for people who are getting faster. Yep. 35 or 36. 36 is a bit of a benchmark.
Why would it be a benchmark?
Well, it's a bit of an old school benchmark.
Okay.
Because it's pretty much like 6 minute miling for 6 miles.
Makes sense. Actually, so it's the pace thing there.
It's the pace thing.
40 is like 4 minute kilometers.
Ks, yeah. It's 4 minute Ks, yeah.
Can I be honest? Anything that begins with a 3 scares me.
Yeah, no, it's getting quicker.
It scares me.
It's getting a lot quicker.
I don't like it, though.
Well.
How do you make me like it?
By getting it. Because you'll enjoy it when you cross the line in 39 minutes and 50 seconds. There are lots of 10Ks.
We're not taking that as the test.
There's a lot of 10Ks coming up. It crosses over to like high rocks really well. So a lot of people are doing them, aren't they?
If it goes well, Dan, I'll book in for more and you can train me for more.
Yeah, there's a couple coming up in the winter.
Okay.
Yeah, not too distant future either.
We'll report back after the race, the PB that I've got.
Yeah.
That's me assuming I'm going to get a PB, by the way. What am I doing there? I'm manifesting that's going to happen.
Yeah, you got to be positive.
I think so.
Have to be positive in life. Like, literally got to wake up with a smile.
I'm not going to say it's going to not be a PB because that would not be a good way to end
the race. There's nothing, like, smiling's free, right?
Yes.
Like, it's that whole cliche, but it works. Like, you don't see Josh Kerr, right? The Olympian.
Yeah, yeah.
That dude is, like, beaming with, like, confidence, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, arrogance, potentially. But is it? I mean,
there's a line that
I'm a big one on this, and this comes a little bit from Simon Jordan of all people, the guy on Talksport.
Loves a controversy.
Loves it.
Loves it.
But he's got a theory, and I'm a big fan of this. Like, confidence can be misconstrued as arrogance very quickly by people who don't understand the individual.
Correct.
And that is a shame in this world because people think someone's arrogant. No, not necessarily. Like if you're confident, you need to back it up. So if you, Josh Kerr, he backs it up. People might go, don't like him, he's arrogant. Is he though? He's just confident in his ability. I mean, you don't like, yeah, we all judge people, but like he's just confident in his ability to perform on a big stage.
I agree with you, by the way. I think that if you've got the receipts, you've done the training, you deserve to be confident.
You don't have to be cocky about it.
Well,
that's different. There's a fine line, but you know,
it's basically class. So there's a distasteful way to do things. An example I can give you is Noah Lyles, sprinter.
Yeah, does
people's head in.
Yeah,
because he's really distasteful.
Fair.
And that, I think's the difference. When you're jumping around in people's faces.
Yeah,
you see that in football sometimes, don't you, as well?
Yeah,
there's a distaste for that.
Yeah,
he's a talented, confident individual. Yeah, but he's gone across the distasteful.
You crossed that line.
I think so.
You crossed the distasteful line.
I don't think Josh is there though.
No, not at all. I don't think he's done enough controversial things. I think
he's brilliant enough to get away with it as well.
Yeah, he's a fantastic athlete.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. I did have a question for you about shoes because again, people ask that question. We've talked about carbon plates. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer for a 10K.
Yeah. Yeah, massively huge.
No brainer.
Huge. There's a lot out there based at 10K, I think, as well. I mean, a lot more. They kind of came into marathon more than ever, didn't like? But that's where they first approached was marathon-ish.
I guess it's the longer the race, the more the gain to be had. Is
yeah,
the view, right?
But I just think carbon. The more power you put into like a plate, the more force you're going to get back.
My fear always with carbon plates is that I'm the temptation to really drive some power downs there and then blow up a little bit. That's my concern.
Okay, yeah. So you like go out too hot.
So I can really move in a Vaporfly.
Okay.
But that might not be a great plan for me to go out. You gave me a run this week where it was just 2 strides. I started licking my lips and I'm thinking, great, because I'm going to blast it. 2-minute pace. That was because obviously I just put the vapors on and thought, right, this would nail this then. Yeah. But yeah, 2-minute pace.
Yeah.
Don't want to do that in a race. Definitely don't want to do it. But the temptation is always just to hammer it down.
We'll save that for the end.
Okay. But you still, I would go Vaporfly. What would you, if you were going to do a 10K tomorrow?
I mean, I think Nike Vapors, isn't it? They're the Vapors.
The 3,
they just brought some new ones out. Was that Alphas?
You've got the 4, haven't you? The Vapor 4.
No, I did. I sent them back.
Interesting.
I kept the Alphas are the bigger ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
I feel like I always see you in those.
No, I don't really ever wear them.
I saw you road running with them.
But. Maybe to like training.
Because they're in the Club Coaction colours. The ones
I think they are. Yeah,
you got to deal with Nike. Dan.
Yeah, I wish I did. I train in them a little bit as well because I feel like you'll never. We've had this conversation. You'll never optimize a shoe, a trainer, a pair of shorts, a vest, anything, unless you actually use it. You got to use it. Now, one thing is we do talk about running a lot. But this really applies to cycling.
Okay.
Because like cycling, you'll have a certain piece of kit. There's a lot in cycling. You like disc wheels in cycling that they move different in the wind. Like you will get like especially the front wheel, back wheels and front wheels can vary in different depths, and that'll change. So that is you need to train in them. But some people buy their race wheels that are expensive, and they don't train on them because they're expensive. But it's like. But if you don't understand how they move in the wind, you'll never actually get like the most out of them. And it's the same with a pair of trainers. Like if you don't understand that they make you hit a little bit to the left or hit a bit to the right, and they all move differently with different people, you've got to use them. So I do train in them, not like all the time.
It was the point that came up in the previous episode, wasn't it? About you can't expect to be efficient in a piece of kit.
Yeah.
It's the same as I wouldn't wear brand new short socks ever. Race. I'm not going to
cardinal sin, isn't it?
Not going to name my friend. Did a half marathon.
Yeah.
And tried a new setting on the Garmin for the first time.
Oh no.
Looked at me in the eyes and said,
"What are you doing?"
Because he didn't have anything that he needed on it. I just thought that was cardinal sin.
What are you doing?
So I do want to get in this episode your Q&A because it's everyone's favourite part of the show.
Yep.
I want to start by saying before we get into the questions.
Do we need to touch on trainers quickly, by the way, just because we kind of moved away from it? Are you trying to find my recommendation for
I want to go
10K?
back to your recommended shoe, but we are going to move on to
The Q&A, yeah.
Q&A and triathlon stuff.
Yeah,
Because obviously we're going to filter next week's episode into triathlon training and some specifics. You've got lots of people itching with questions to learn more.
We were meant to mention that at the start of the show. Sorry about that, guys.
Apologies, guys. We'll edit it in. Okay, so shoes.
Shoes for a 10K. I'll tell you which shoe I'm really good at the moment is the Adidas Evo 4s. Is it Evo 4s?
Pro Evo.
Pro
Something
4s.
Like Adios Pro. Something like that.
Adio Pro 4s, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
They are loved by so many people, the white and black ones. They make me pronate, so can't use them really at all. But lots of people run very fast in them.
Okay.
Do you know what I am loving for my 10Ks at the moment? And this is quite controversial. The Streak Flies, the Nike Streak Flies.
Which are really promoted for 5K, right?
Yeah, 5 or 10, I think they say. But they are like minimal, like basically like racing flats. Old school racing flats, back to like my old times when I first got into everything, and they were just like flat shoes, but they've got carbon in. Mate, honestly, I feel like I'm floating in them.
Okay.
Floating.
So
like, no, there is assistance in there, but you sort of like, your cadence just picks up. If you want to change pace, they move with you. Honestly, I feel like I'm like God in them.
Okay, so top tip from today's podcast, try the Nike Street Fly.
Yeah. If you're a lighter runner, that helps massively. But
Okay.
I love my Street Flies for shorter distances. Maybe if you're a slightly heavier runner, maybe like the Adidas, not massive. The Nike 4s Alpha Vapors, Alphas. What's the bigger ones?
Dan, it's the Alpha Fly. It's the big ones.
Okay, Vapor 4s. Wasn't impressed. They're like they almost don't need to be made because the Street Flies are there, and then they got the Vapors
And the what was it?
the Zoom 6s.
That's it.
They are a great shoe.
The Zoom 6 just sort of negates the need for that Vapor Floor.
A little
when you
bit
look at it,
because
yeah.
you can just use them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Other brands, don't know. We're a bit of Adidas and Nike bashers, aren't we? Really. Hoka's have got one. Carbon Rocket X, I think, is a shoe that liked by a lot of people.
Okay.
Put your favourite shoes, 10K favourite shoes, in the notes in the comments.
Do you agree with Dan? Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Have you got an alternative?
Yeah, I've got
suggestion?
an alternative. Yeah, give us some ideas. We'll have a little look. We'll try them out.
Okay, so I'm going to move on then, Dan, to a bit of a Q&A session with you. I've got a couple of questions that have been supplied by our lovely listeners.
Yep.
They come via Instagram or comments every week, so please get involved.
Yep.
If you want to give Dan a hard time.
Please send them in.
What are your non-negotiables when it comes to training and recovery?
Oh, I'm going like proper.
Getting really stiff.
Yeah, no, it's body language, isn't it? It's like when you cross your arms when you feel like.
What are your non-negotiables?
When you're threatened, you cross your arms.
Yeah. Okay.
What are my non-negotiables? Sleep.
Yep.
Good nutrition.
Yep.
Consistency.
Okay.
And that's really boring.
Perfect answer.
Yeah.
Perfect answer.
It's really boring, but those three are like number one.
Sleep, personally, I found has the biggest impact on
Yeah.
performance. So I agree with you massively.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to litter some triathlon questions in today.
Cool.
Number one tip to improve swimming from Ollie. I actually think
Ooh.
loads of your athletes, when I'm at shows with you or whenever you're doing an event,
They always ask about
they
swimming.
always ask about swimming.
Yeah, it's swimming's hard. Like, but the thing is with swimming, it's so microscoped. Imagine running 25 meters and having to stop every time,
Okay.
and then having the time to analyze it, or 50 meters and then you take a breath and you analyze it. Imagine doing that and running.
So is your tip to not overanalyze?
Oh, one is not overanalyze it. Like, try and enjoy it a little bit more. Try and enjoy the process. Number one tip to improve your swimming is get someone to analyze your swimming.
Get a coach.
Get a coach. Truthfully, to enjoy it, find people to swim with. Find people to swim with, and you'll probably stop analysing your stroke as much, and you will enjoy it more. But to improve it, either record yourself and watch it, and then compare it to YouTube, or go somewhere and get it seen too. It is hard to get people to look at it. Like, I do open water coaching. That's easier. Like, it's easy to get access to that, and people literally like just book online with me and come and do open water coaching analysis. But yeah, that's probably it. Swim with a group or get someone to look at your stroke.
Good. Just going to cut. We've got 2 minutes left, just so you know. So she's going to kick us out at 10 past, so I'll cut this out. This is from Anonymous, and you'll understand why this question's anonymous, Dan. Who is your favourite pro triathlete and why?
It was Jan Frodeno. He's the GOAT. Jan Frodeno was, I actually used to idolise him. But at the moment, it's probably Rudy von Berg.
Okay.
Because he's like, always goes under the radar, always puts the work in, never really shouts, but he always performs.
Okay. So
I like that.
Yeah. So not an overstated character like Josh and Noah that we talked about.
Yeah.
Just a really confident, consistent deliverer.
Yeah, just when it's important, he's there, always relevant, always putting in hard yards, never shouts about it. He's got enough on his Instagram to stay present, but never tries. He never tries too hard to impress. Leaves it on, everything gets left on the table, leaves his results to be.
And that's an admirable reason to look like.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last question. It's a big question from Nick. What is your beef with peanut butter? What is it? Why do you hate it?
I don't hate it. Unfortunately, I really enjoy it. I never eat it. It's just not that good for you. And it's horrendous before sessions.
What's the main reason?
Because it digests so slowly.
Okay.
And also peanuts on a nut. They're like a leguine or a legume or something. They're not even a nut. So they're like corn. So it's kind of like the same kind of family. And they're so cheap. It's a very cheap product. So it isn't ever going to be that good for you. The better ones are good. But like almond butter, so much better.
Okay, cool. So you're not just a hater of it.
No, not a hater of nut butters. It's actually peanut butter.
I love where this podcast is just sort of migrated.
Don't hate nut butters. There are better. They're more expensive, but normally in life, if something's more expensive, it's probably a bit better.
Good. Well, it's a perfect way to end episode 5. Thank you for all the user contributed questions.
Pleasure.
We'd love them again next week.
Pleasure.
Dan, thanks for your time. Lovely to see you again, and we'll be back.